Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing cloudy conditions continuing this morning as we start to see our clouds lowering as those rain showers expected to move into the area today have inched a bit closer to the local area with our ceiling sitting around 6,000 feet and seeing our temperatures still holding in the mid 40s with those winds fairly light to calm at the current time. As mentioned, we will see those showers moving through the area likely by the later morning time frame and continuing through the afternoon before pushing out of the area as we go into the evening time. Take a look at the current surface analysis. We can see we have this boundary that's dropping into the area. We're going to see a weak area of low pressure driving that shower activity and tracking along this boundary as it continues to slowly drop through the local area. And we'll see that boundary eventually push through as we move through the overnight time frame, and that's going to help push that shower activity off to the southeast as we get into the end of the week. If we take a look at the current visible satellite and composite radar here, we can see those light reflectivity values pushing in over the Wallops area, that more moderate reflectivity off to our southwest and moving towards the area. As mentioned, do expect that rain activity to start within the next hour or two and then become more moderate and steady as we get into the afternoon time frame. We'll take a look at the high resolution model to see how we expect this to play out, picking up well on the composite reflectivity shield over the local area, and as you can see, as mentioned, that continues to track into the area, and do have some pockets of some yellows indicated here for the chance of some more moderate showers pushing through. But as mentioned, as we get into the later afternoon and into the evening time frame, we'll see that boundary start to push through and maybe a few lingering light showers after 4 p.m., but we'll see that quickly ending as we get towards the 6 to 8 p.m. time frame. And then we'll see low clouds sticking around as we move through the overnight and likely lingering as we get into the start of the day on Friday. As we continue through Friday here, again, as mentioned, some lingering low clouds early on, but do expect some breaks in that cloud cover as we get into the later morning and into the afternoon. This model showing a bit more in the way of cloud cover, but we'll likely see that breaking up as we get into the afternoon. And going into the evening, we'll see partly cloudy to mostly clear skies, and then moving through early Saturday morning, once again a chance of some patchy fog or maybe some low clouds lingering around the area before sunrise on Saturday to start today. If we zoom out, look at the longer term forecast here. With the European model, we're going to see a pretty nice weekend ahead with some fairly moderate temperatures in the 50s on Saturday and mostly sunny skies. As we move into Sunday, we'll see partly cloudy skies and continuing to see some temperatures in the low 50s, but we will have this boundary dropping towards the area as we get later in the day on Saturday, and we'll see temperatures cooling through the overnight into early Monday morning. We'll continue to watch this next disturbance moving along that trough into the local area on Monday. It does look like we've continued to see a trend of some of that colder air sinking a bit further south over the area as that system pushes through. That would give a better chance of seeing some snow mixing in with the rain and possibly transitioning to all snow through the overnight time frame. But we have also seen a trend in some lower precip totals, so that would be indicating a better chance of some lighter snow, but still a little far out to really narrow down those details as that system pushes through. But that's something we'll be keeping an eye on as we move late Monday into early Tuesday. It does look like if we do see any snow as we move into Tuesday, we'll see a warming trend continuing from Tuesday into the remainder of the week. So we'll quickly see those temperatures back above freezing and potentially some rain showers late Tuesday that would help clean up any potential snowfall that does fall. And then as we get into the middle portion of the week, depending on how quickly this secondary system lingers through or pushes out of the area, could see some lingering showers early on Wednesday before things finally start to dry out. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, do have an orange risk for that precip chance this morning with those light rain showers approaching the area. We increase to a red risk as we get into the afternoon. That's when we'll see those steady rain showers in the area and pushing through the area, and that's when we'll see that boundary start to drop later in the afternoon. Prior to that boundary, we'll see our high temperature peaking around 47 degrees, and behind that boundary, those winds will shift more onshore out of the northeast, 7 to 12 knots, with a few peak gusts up around 17 to 19 knots. but staying well below wind advisory criteria. Going into the late afternoon, early part of the evening, we keep an orange risk for precip with a chance of a few lingering light sprinkles or rain showers around the area before they push out of the area. We do increase to an orange risk for some reduced ceilings and visibilities, as we do expect low clouds and some misty conditions to continue through the remainder of the next 24 hours. And that's going to keep temperatures from falling too cold, but we will see that low temperature dropping to around 34 degrees for our Friday morning low. But we'll also see those winds continue to stay onshore, but becoming much lighter through the evening time frame. Tides are running normal, and if we look at the extended forecast here, we'll see partly cloudy conditions on Friday after some low clouds lingering around the area early. We'll see temperatures up into the upper 40s for our high, and then going into Saturday, we'll see mostly sunny conditions, temperatures back up into the mid-50s, and we'll stay in the low 50s for Sunday with some additional cloud cover approaching the area later in the day Sunday. And then that next system looks to push through on Monday, giving it about a 60% chance of seeing some showers, possibly mixing with some snow showers during the PM time frame here, and should see that wrap up early Tuesday morning. See that high temperature in the 30s on Monday, then down below freezing as we go into Monday evening. Then we rebound back into the mid-40s for Tuesday, with that next system pushing through, bringing about 40% chance of some warm rainfall as we go into Tuesday evening, early Wednesday. Then things look to dry out for Wednesday, and we'll continue to see climbing temperatures into the end of the week, with temperatures back into the 50s for the middle portion of the week, possibly seeing those temperatures climbing into the 60s as we get later in the week, but a little too soon to narrow that down as well. So that's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 at 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.